Hello everyone. Today we will discuss the another heterocyclic compound, that is the isoquinolene. So in our unit number 4, that is the heterocyclic compound part second, we will discuss the isoquinolene. This is our next heterocyclic compound. Let's see about the isoquinolene. First of all, look at the structure of the isoquinolene. Look at the structure of isoquinolene. This is the structure of isoquinolene. This is first number carbon, second nitrogen, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seven, and eight number. Okay. This is the structure of the isoquinolene. Okay. Iso means as we know quinolines, the structure of quinolene like this. Okay. This is the structure of quinolene. At the first number position, there is a presence of the nitrogen into the quinolene. At the first number position nitrogen position, there is a presence of the nitrogen into the quinolene. Okay, it is called as the quinolene. But we have the isoquinolene. Isoquinolene means the positions of the nitrogen, it is different into the isoquinolene than the quinolene. Here isoquinolene, on the second number position, nitrogen is present into the isoquinolene. So that this quinolene becomes isoquinolene when there is a presence of nitrogen on the second number position into the pyridine ring. So it is called as the isoquinolene. It is different from the quinolene. Okay. Another structure of isoquinolene we can also, another structure of isoquinolene also we can represent. This is the another structure. Another structure representation. This is first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seven, and eight number carbon. This is the another structural representations of the quinolene. Or also we can represent the structure of the quinolene simply like this. Okay, first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seven, and eight number carbon. This is the structure of the quinolene. Quinolene contains, as like the isoquinolene contains the 8 number of carbons into the structure along with the nitrogen. Means 7 carbon here on the numbering and 1 nitrogen is present. Okay, we can also represent this structure in this form also and another in this form also. This structure or isoquinolene, it is also called as the 4,5 benzo pyridine. Okay, it is also called as the 4,5 benzo pyridine. Pyridine means presence of the 6-member heterocyclic ring contains the nitrogen as heteroatom. It is called as the pyridine. Now 4,5 benzo. Benzo means presence of the benzene ring on the 4th and 5th positions of the pyridine ring. Look at the structure of the isoquinolene. If we give the number to the nitrogen, that is 1, and this is 2, and that will be 3. And this fused carbon to the benzene and pyridine carbon common will be 4 and 5. Okay, so here the 4th number and 5th number carbon of the pyridine will be fused to the benzene ring. So that we can also say that this structure, it is 4,5 benzo pyridine. 4,5 benzo pyridine. Okay, another name of this compound, it is 2-aza naphthalene. 2-aza naphthalene. Naphthalene means two benzene rings are fused to each other. If we consider instead of nitrogen there is a presence of CH group, so it is called as the naphthalene. But there is the replacement of naphthalene into the naphthalene, the CH group, it is replaced by the nitro group, so it is called as the isoquinolene. Okay, suppose we consider this structure, it is naphthalene, presence of the CH instead of the nitrogen, so it is called as the naphthalene. Now this nitrogen, it replaces the CH into the naphthalene, so it is called as the 2-aza naphthalene. Means second number position there is a presence of nitrogen into the naphthalene, so it is called as the 2-aza naphthalene. Okay, now this isoquinolene, it is degraded products of the many alkaloids, naturally occurring alkaloids. That is, the example is papaverine, another is the narcotin. Papaverine and narcotin, these are the alkaloids which are obtained from the opium plant. and these are used for the narcotic analgesic or painkiller. It is also present into the structures of the antihypertensive drugs, like example is papaverine and narcotic. Okay, all these compounds or all these medicinal important compounds, in that there is a presence of this isoquinoline ring as a basic structure or the backbone structure. Okay, and this isoquinoline can be also present along with the quinoline in coal tar and also in bone oil. This quinoline can be present along with the quinoline with in coal tar as well as in bone oil. Okay, now this is about the general introductions about the quinoline. Now the next is method of preparations of quinoline. Let's see. Now the next part of isoquinoline, it is methods of preparations or the synthesis of isoquinoline. In that, the first is Wechsler-Papirelewski synthesis. It is the first method of preparation or the synthesis of isoquinoline. It is Wechsler-Papirelewski synthesis. Let's see the reactions and the synthesis of the Wechsler-Papirelewski synthesis. So in this reactions or in this synthesis, there is a reaction between the beta phenylethylamine. Also there is a reaction between formal chloride. Reaction between beta phenylethylamine and formal chloride, first of all, and there is a removal of HCl, so that there is a condensation between this beta phenylethylamine and formal chloride takes place after the removal of the HCl. This will be the step number 1. So first of all, the structure of the 2-phenylethylamine. 2-phenyl means this particular structure, it is ethyl group, and there is attachment of the phenyl group on this carbon of the ethane. So this first number carbon of ethane, this is second number carbon. Second number carbon, there is a substitution of the phenyl group, so it is called as the 2-phenyl ethyl. It is 2-phenyl ethyl, and this is amine. So it is called as the 2-phenylethylamine. Also the common name, it is the beta phenylethylamine. That is this nitrogen attached to this carbon, it is alpha carbon, and this is beta carbon, second number. Now beta carbon substitution by the phenyl group, so it is called as the beta phenylethylamine. Beta phenylethylamine, this structure. Another, it is next substrate, that is the formal chloride. Formal chloride. This is the formic acid applications of introductions of the chlorine. So it is the formal chloride. Okay. Now 2-phenylethylamine, when reacted with the formal chloride, there is a removal of the 1 HCl molecules and the structure is condensed to each other. Now amino group contains the hydrogen, it will be attached towards the chlorine of the formal chloride and removal of the HCl. Okay. Now there is a condensation of this structure. There is a condensation of this structure. Now in this structure, there is a removal of the one hydrogen from the amino group. So NH2 become NH, and this is chlorine will take lone pair of electron towards itself. This chlorine attached to one hydrogen, so we get HCl. Okay. Now this nitrogen will electron rich, because this hydrogen give lone pair of electron on the nitrogen. This carbon will electron deficient after the removal of the more electronegative chlorine from the carbon, so that this electron deficient carbon, it is attacked by the electron rich nitrogen, and there is a condensation of this structure. So we get the N-formyl 2-phenylethylamine. It is the structure form N-formyl 2-phenylethylamine. Means this nitrogen contains the formyl group, so it is N-formyl, and it is 2-phenylethylamine. Okay, this structure is formed, and this structure, it is keto form also, because there is a presence of the ketonic group, carbon oxygen double bond. Okay. Now this keto group, it is converted into enol form. It's enol form by the tautomerism. Okay. So first of all, in this structure, this carbon oxygen double bond break lone pair of electron shifted to oxygen, and this carbonyl carbon will electron deficient. Now electron deficient carbon, here formation of the electron deficient carbon and electron rich oxygen. Now this oxygen takes hydrogen from the nitrogen towards itself, so this O becomes OH, and the nitrogen bears lone pair of electron from the hydrogen. This electron deficient carbon and electron rich nitrogen, formation of the double bond. So we get the enol form. we get the enol form. Okay, like this. This is the enol form formation. That is the OH group and carbon nitrogen double bond. We get the enol form of N-formyl to phenyl ethylamine. Now this enol form, after the dehydration in the presence of the potassium pentaoxide and application of heat, we get the 3,4 dihydroisoquinoline. Okay. Now this OH group attached this carbon, it will be removed and it will be attract the benzene ring hydrogen towards itself. So there is a removal of the one water molecules. That is the dehydration. This OH group takes lone pair of electrons from the carbon towards itself, so that this carbon is electron deficient, and this hydrogen give lone pair of electron towards the benzene carbon. So this benzene ring carbon will electron rich, so that this benzene ring carbon will attack on the electron deficient carbon, and there is a cyclic structure form, or there is a ring closure reaction takes place. So that we get the cyclic structure. It is called as the 3,4 dihydroisoquinoline. That is the cyclic structure form into next step. Okay, it is called as the 3,4 dihydroisoquinoline because third and fourth number position hydrogen, there is a saturations of the hydrogen. So it is called as the 3,4 dihydroisoquinoline. Now further reactions with palladium and application of heat, there is a removal of the hydrogen gas from the 3,4 dihydroisoquinoline. Basically on the third number position hydrogen and fourth number position hydrogen will be removed as hydrogen gas, and finally we get the isoquinoline structure. Okay, this is about the method of preparation of isoquinoline, that is Wissler-Bapireski synthesis.